So let's have a realistic conversation. If I had to start from zero, what would I do? To be honest, starting from zero can be a very daunting uphill experience, but it is doable if you have proper guidance. In this video, I'll be talking about what I'll do if I were in your shoes, starting from ground zero. No fluff, no judgment, just real actionable steps I'll take if I had to start over. Hi everyone, my name is Prosper and I am the CEO of Prosper Financial Services. Welcome to Finance with Prosper. If this is your first time here, this channel is about real financial conversations that actually help you move forward. Make sure you subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss what's coming next. Now, if I were to start from scratch, this is exactly how I would approach it. Step one, take a hard look at your numbers. The very first thing I'll do is sit down and get brutally honest with myself about where I stand financially. I'd look at my current income, what's coming in, how much it is, and how consistent it is. Then I would examine my expenses. What am I spending money on the most? What can I cut immediately to stop the bleeding? Next, I'll check my current debts and what they are actually costing me every month in interest and fees. After all of that, I'll slide into what I like to call survivor mode. And I mean that literally. Only spending money on things I genuinely cannot live without: housing, food, transportation, healthcare, important utilities. Now, personally, I don't have a children or wife, but I do have siblings I support from time to time, and I'll factor that in too. Looking at your numbers gives you clarity, and that clarity is what helps you plan your next move intelligently instead of emotionally. Step two, cut your spending to the bare essentials. Once I know my numbers, I'm cutting everything that isn't keeping me alive or keeping me employed. For men, specifically, and I'll say this with love, don't shoot me. We spend money on things we don't even think about. New sneakers we don't need, the latest gaming consoles, buying runs for everyone at the bar, upgrading gadgets that are working perfectly fine, sports betting, that gym membership you use twice a month but keep paying for anyway. All of that, paused. I'll cancel streaming subscriptions, Netflix, Showmax, all of it. I'll channel that money straight into savings instead. For the gym, because I know how much a lot of us like working out, I mean, we want to be able to flaunt our biceps and six packs. I won't just cut it completely. Instead, I'll switch to daily passes on days I can't afford. On days I can't, I am working out at home. Your body doesn't know the difference between a squat rack and your living room floor. I would cook at home, bulk cook on Sundays, big batches of rice, beans, proteins, because bulk cooking genuinely saves money and removes the temptation of ordering takeout at 9 p.m. when you are tired. I'd also reduce impulse buying drastically. No unplanned shopping trips, no adding things to cart just because they are on sale. And finally, I'll set a weekly spending limit and stick to it like my life depended on it. Because at this point, it kind of does. The goal here is simple: account for every single dollar and make sure every single dollar has a job. And remember, this isn't permanent, it's just what you do while you are getting back on your feet. I'll focus on fast cash opportunities. This is not the time for slow burn businesses. This is not the time to start planning a 5 year vision board. This is the time to generate cash fast. Start by looking around your house. What do you own that you haven't touched in a year? Clothes, electronics, furniture, shoes, old phones. Put them up for sale. Facebook Marketplace, GG, eBay, whatever works in your location. One man's clutter is another man's treasure. Then look at your skills. What can you offer people right now that they will pay for? If you are good at cleaning, offer cleaning services to busy professionals in your area. If you can cook, start a small meal prep service for people who don't have time. If you have online skills, virtual assistant work, customer support, social media management, reach out to small businesses and offer your services. Personally, I have a background in copywriting, so I'd reach out to small businesses immediately and offer them affordable copy for their website, emails, and social media. The goal is not perfection, the goal is cash. Right now, this week. Step four, I'll build one income stream before you think about multiple. Everyone online will tell you to have multiple streams of income, and they are right, eventually. But when you are starting from zero, trying to build five income streams at once is how you build zero successfully. Pick one thing, the thing you are most likely to get paid for fastest. Put all your energy there until it is stable and generating consistent money. Then and only then do you add a second stream. I see too many people spread themselves so thin, chasing five opportunities that none of them ever get traction. Focus is your most underrated financial tool when you are rebuilding. Learn one high income skill even while you are hustling. Fast cash keeps you alive, but a skill keeps you wealthy. While I am doing the survival hustle, selling things, offering services, taking whatever work I can get, I would also be dedicating at least 30 minutes every day to learning something that increases my earning potential long term. Copywriting, digital marketing, data analytics, video editing, web design. These are skills that are in demand globally, can be learned online, often for free, and can completely change your income ceiling within 6 to 12 months. 30 minutes a day is nothing, but compounded over a year is everything. Step 6, protect your mental health through the process. This one doesn't get talked about enough in personal finance spaces, and I think that's a mistake. Starting over is hard. There will be days where nothing works, where you feel embarrassed, where you compare yourself to people who seem further ahead and wonder what's wrong with you. Nothing is wrong with you. Setbacks are not the end of the story, they are just a chapter. Be very intentional about who you're spending time with during the season. Negative people, people who remind you of your failures, people who make you feel small, limit that access. You need your energy for rebuilding, not for defending yourself. Find one or two people who believe in you and check in with them regularly. And be honest with yourself about how you are feeling. Suppressing stress while trying to be rebuilt financially is a recipe for burnout, and burnout will set you back further than the original setback did. I'll start saving, even when the amount feels embarrassing. I know what you're thinking. Prosper, I barely have enough money to cover my bills. What am I supposed to save? Save anyway. Even if it's $5, even if it's $1, even if it feels like you're putting a plaster on a bullet wound. Here's why it matters. Saving when it's hard builds the habits of saving, and the habit is more valuable than the amount. Because when your income grows, and it will grow, you already have the discipline in place to save a percentage automatically. Open a separate account if you can. One you don't have a debit card for, one that's slightly inconvenient to access. Make saving boring and inaccessible on purpose. The best saving account is the one you forget about until you actually need it. Start small, stay consistent, let it compound. So there you have it. 7 things I would do if I were starting from zero. Take a hard look at your numbers, cut to the bare essentials, chase fast cash, focus on one income stream first, learn a higher income skill, protect your mental health, and save even when it hurts. None of this is easy, but none of it is impossible either. The fact that you're watching this video tells me you're already doing something right. You're looking for a way forward. That matters. Drop a comment below and tell me which one of these 7 you are going to start with today. I read every single one. And if this video helped you, share it with someone who needs to hear it right now. It might be exactly what they need. See you in the next one.